Welcome back to another Golfweek Spotlight brought to you by the Upstate Golf Guys. This week we didn't have an event, but we're going to go over another golf course down at Hilton Head. We're going to go over one of the courses that the A Flight is playing, the Palmetto Dunes Robert Trent Jones course, right, Adam?
That's correct. Yeah, that's where A Flight's be playing two of their days this year.
Sweet, man. Sweet. Well, before we get into that, you play a couple rounds this weekend, even though we didn't have an event?
Yeah, I played a few times. Saturday, I played in the morning for my loop at Town of Colony, white to blue, and then yesterday I played Van Patten, where we're going to be having our 2-day finale.
Nice. How's that diamond working out for you?
It's going well. I like it. I like it a lot. The 36-inch shaft is good for my height. And my 6'5" frame, so it's really smooth off the face. Still getting used to the feel of it and the look, but overall it's square when I hit it, and a lot of the guys that tested it out, they really like it, so it's doing well.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm finally getting the speed down on mine. When I first used it over at Freer Park last week, the first real round, I should say, because I used it at Turning Stone, but I don't remember that round very much. So
No, clearly.
so
You probably
but
didn't
then
even, you may have not even taken out the diamond to putt. You might have just been using your wedge the whole time and didn't even
I
know
meant
it.
and just picking up before we even got to the green a lot of the time. I think that's
That's
really
good.
what was happening. But no, it's I had the first I played last week at Freer Park, and it was tough getting the speed down at first. I was hitting a square every time, but it was just either coming off hot, and I would be scared, especially with those Freer Park greens. So I would come up short. But today, man, and yesterday as well, I was really getting that speed down. Even the putts I was missing, they were just tapping pars or tapping bogeys. So that's really what I'm looking to do, going down to nationals is get that short game down. And I was off the tee. I was crushing it off the tee, man. I mean, I think I had two bad drives all day, and they weren't even really bad drives. One was on 5, and I just pushed it right a little bit at the gully hole, but it didn't go into the woods or anything. It didn't clear the gully, so that was a little off. And then I think it was 14. I put it over the tee box, the par 3 tee box, 13. But again, it wasn't like out of play. And every other drive, though, man, smashing middle of the fairway. So if I could do that down in Hilton Head, I'll be feeling pretty confident. I just hope my first tee box, man. First swing at it, I put one out there in the fairway just to get the nerves going. I know it's going to be that first swing and that first drive is going to be a lot. I don't know. We'll get
Yeah.
it done. We'll be all right.
Yeah,
I
I
know
mean,
you
it's
don't.
especially
You don't.
since you don't know where you start either until like a couple of like maybe a week before they put out the pairings, and it's a shotgun. Everybody starts at 8, and unless you're playing Atlantic Dunes, you start at 9. But
Yeah.
ideally you want to start off on maybe a short par 3 or a dog right par 5 is usually the two best holes to start on, in my opinion, in a shotgun.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You said you don't feel those nerves though. You just go out there, and Adam doesn't feel those nerves. He just goes out there and
Uh,
smokes one.
I mean,
Just
I've been
golf.
playing. I've been playing for so long that for a lot of the guys on tour, they know me. I mean, I'm used to now just going from the registration table to saluting everybody and giving them a high five, peace sign, and then say good luck, and then I get out and just go.
JD style, baby. Throw down a beer and go out there and swing away.
Yeah, even
Let's
though even
go.
though I kind of hate that because I never really get that mindset. But the nice thing with Hilton Head is that I don't have to do that this year. I'm not out there at the registration table, so that's always a good thing. I go down there, and obviously we have the tour director dinner on Wednesday night, and we come up with great ideas for the season coming up in the future. But Dennis puts on a great thing for that. But come Friday morning, I go there about an hour early and try to squeeze into a place in the range because everybody and their mom is out there, trying to hit balls in the morning. But I'm a player at that point and not a director anymore.
Nice, man. Yeah, you'll get some practice in finally. You'll get out there like us normal golfers and not have to be slinging the cash and checking people in, and
That's
that'll
it. Yeah.
definitely be a nice feeling for you. I'm
I
happy to
show
hear
up and give the guide $60 for the weekend for the skins, check my name in, and say,
that's it.
all right, cool. I'm going to
You're
go to
good
my
to go.
cart now. Get ready.
I'll tell you what, look out for Johnny and Atriel and D-Flight, man. I played with them today, and they got some game. They got some game. They
Yeah,
really do.
I saw some of those videos.
Atriel had a nice little eagle on 11. Nice eagle. That was really nice. He
Yeah.
just came up short on his second. The wind was at our back on 11. It was par 5. So, man, I only had like 180 in on my second shot. My second shot, I put it over the green. I had like a eagle chip off the back of the green. He came him up a little short, and he put his eagle right in. I mean, he putted it, little Texas wedge, and he knew it was right in. He gave the fist pump about 1.5 feet, 2 feet before it even dropped.
Yeah,
And
that was a nice favorable pin today too for that hole.
For sure. And then how about the pin on 3, Brian's birdie putt, Brian DeBell. That was another favorable pin, man. That was like, it was right in that valley there, like right in that bowl. So like, where I did a Texas wedge off the green, and I went really aggressive at it and just played like the back little hill, and then just came right back down the hill, and I had a nice little par putt. And Adam and Brian was in the valley. He was right in the bowl, and he just basically had his line. He just got to keep it straight right in that valley, and nutted it right in the back of the cup with his new Lombardi, and he's feeling good with that putter too.
That's it, man. The Lombardi. I think we got like 25% of the tour has the Lombardis.
It's on Lombardi. I know Paul was like, "Is my name getting around up there?" I'm like, "Is your name getting around up there?" It's like half the tour has your club, man.
I've heard Lombardi so much that I forgot that the Packers first coach there, Vince Lombardi, he was the man. Now Lombardi Putters is Lombardi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Vince Lombardi. Who?
Who? We got next week. We have Airway Meadows. Hopefully it doesn't rain. So
I saw the forecast, and Saturday looks like it's the wet day potentially, and then Sunday looks real nice. So that's always a good sign going in a week before.
Okay, good, man. Hopefully you see some planes taking off, some parachutes coming down, and enjoy a course not being on a wet golf cart with no windshield and no club covers like last time.
Yeah,
so I think
Airway Meadows. Obviously, originally it wasn't part of the tour schedule. To play it twice, but because of how bad it was, when we played there, early June, I believe it. I think people wanted to go back and have a little revenge on their course because it's a nice layout. It's just drenched. If it's soaking wet water, it's just not. It doesn't make it fun.
No, and then again, the carts. I won't go into it. Everybody knows the story about their carts, but if it rains, just bring rain gear, heavy rain gear, and lots of umbrellas because there's no carts covers, so you're in trouble there. And then 2 weeks we have our season finale. It's winding down. Down.
We got only 2 events coming up on the year, and unfortunate. But then I'm out here on my back deck. I found the only place on the planet Mars that has service, I think, and it's getting nip out here. It's starting to feel like a little bit of fall today.
It is, man. It's kind of sad. I know. I had the quarter zip on today for a while I was golfing, and
I got a hooded sweatshirt on and jeans. I haven't worn a pair of jeans in a long time.
Yeah, you can feel I got my hoodie on, and it's chilly. It's nip, man. It's coming. Hopefully, we get back down when we get down to Hilton Head. We'll feel like a summer a little bit again. I mean, how's the weather down there in October?
The nighttime is a little cooler. I think it's like low 60s, kind of like it was this week. Even the day, by the time you're teeing off at 8, it's not amazing. It's not like, you're walking in with, shorts and a shirt. I mean, some probably will, but, pullover weather, maybe pants, just bring hooded sweatshirt, like a golf hooded sweatshirt or a pullover, coat. Upstate Golf Guys black thing that you guys sell. That's always probably a good thing that, if you have one. But it's not bad. By the time you get to like the 4th or 5th hole, you're, taking your stuff off. So it's not bad.
All right. Well, I like it a little bit cooler. Speaking of that, speaking of that upstate golf guys, black thrower, we tried getting Adam one. I'm like, Adam, what's your size? Oh, XL. I'm like, well, these run a little small. I have an XXL. The XXL is like these
Uh,
China shirts. No, I mean I knew I have a medium or a large a large I gave to Johnny, and the large on Johnny is tight. So that goes to
yeah,
show you.
it was a bit it was a bit tight. It was a little snug.
So we'll have to figure it out. That's that's what I get for getting cheap material. But they're nice. It's nice material. It really is. They just run small. So
Yeah, I mean it's not bad at all. I mean it's a nice look to it.
yeah. How's the hat? You've been rocking the hat around?
Yeah, I wore that yesterday to Van Patten.
Nice. Awesome, man. Got to represent,
Is that
baby.
is that a Chinese hat too?
No, they're Richardsons. They're good. They're made in
Oh, okay.
America.
Because with my bald head, there's something about that hat when you put it on. It's just like the top part of my head was kind of snug inside the hat. So
Oh no. You just
I
you
don't
must
got
just
that cushion. I don't got that hair cushion.
you should just stick with a Puma, I guess.
Yeah, or my Phillies hat.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, you want to go into it, man? You want to go into? We'll keep this episode short, so we might as well go into a little bit of Hilton Head. What do you
I
think?
mean, yeah. Before we get into that, though, I did want to bring up that the skins game for Hilton Head, it's scheduled to come on today, where you can register for that. So you can go right to the website where you would normally register for the national championship. You can click skins game, and there is a link now. I believe that works. It didn't work earlier today, but I haven't tried since about 10 o'clock this morning. But it's probably up and running now, if not by tomorrow. So definitely want to get in that, because that's limited for all flights combined. They're all going to be going on that one. So I think it's like 128 for that one, 128 players.
Nice, man. Yeah, I think that Mikey and my plan is going to be. So we're leaving Tuesday night. We're staying over in Virginia Tuesday night. So we are going to leave early Wednesday. We're going to try to play around Wednesday. And then I would like to try to play 2 rounds on Thursday. Play like an early morning round and then the skins round. What time is the skins round?
I believe it's 2.
2. Isn't that what you did one year? You played a morning round and then you went and did the skins.
Yeah, I'll be doing that this year too. I'll probably be playing. Actually, I think I have a membership, not a membership, but a tee time already from the Golf Now app. I picked it for 8 a.m. on Wednesday at Thursday at Golden Bear.
All right. Do you need any partners over there or what?
I mean, yeah, I'd have to. I don't even know what I booked it at. I have to go back and look.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
if I got 4 or if I got 2, because I had no idea what was going on. So I just booked it like maybe 5 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, I should probably play one of the courses though that I'm going to be playing at. Get a practice round in over there.
Well,
But we'll
you're
see what
what
happens.
You're Oyster Reefed in Hampton Hall.
Yeah, Hampton Hall is like off the beaten path, right? A little bit.
Yeah, I think it'd be better off playing Oyster Reef, because I think that's a little bit more challenging from what I heard. Hampton Hall is it's kind of open. I think it's probably going to be a little easier for you to figure that out.
Okay.
Whatever
All
your
right.
first day is. I mean, I don't know what we don't see the pairings yet. They usually come out about 10 days before, but Oyster Reef is definitely a course you want to kind of check out a little bit. It's a little bit tight in certain holes. It's not
Brian
too
said
bad though.
Brian said it's just a lot of dog legs. Keep your driver in the bag, and then at the corners of the dog legs at Oyster Reefs, there was like a lot of traps, so you really got to place the ball at the right
Yeah.
spot. So it's all about placement.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I played it last year for no, the first year I played Atlantic Dunes and Oyster Reef.
Nice.
So it's not
Hey,
too bad.
what are your thoughts of Mikey and I were thinking? I mean, we're probably going to just come into Hilton Head, but I mean, we could even play a course in like North Carolina, because we're leaving Virginia. We're staying over Tuesday night in Virginia, and then we were gonna like get up super early Wednesday morning and then come in. But I told Mikey, like, I wonder if Tobacco Road is kind of on the way. That would kind of be cool to hit that one. But it's
Yeah, I
not, I
mean,
don't know if
I would just drive right to it and get Hilton Head,
yeah,
get the Hilton Head experience,
yeah.
because
I think that's what we're
you
gonna
definitely
do.
want the setup that they have there and
That
the
is true.
conditions.
That is true. But it is have you ever played Tobacco Road? I know it's North Carolina.
I mean, I've heard of
It's
it. I've never actually played it.
Yeah, I heard it's really, really, really nice. It's obviously over by UNC and Duke, I'm assuming. But I'd love to
But
get into that as well. But yeah,
yeah, I mean,
we're probably gonna rip it right down. We're probably gonna just get up. I think the plan is get up at like 6 in the morning in Virginia, and then you got like 7 hours in, so get like an afternoon tea time.
yeah, or just drive straight through like men.
No, we're not doing that, buddy. Not doing that, man.
That's what I do. I just go. I just go, baby.
You just go right
Listen.
tonight.
For anybody who's taken a trip in a car from New York to Hilton Head, there's two things that you need to do to keep yourself awake. You drink like a Red Bull or an energy drink, and then get yourself a box of Nerds. Trust me, you'll thank me later. For whatever reason, when you just eat like a few handfuls of them Nerds back when you were a kid, like they just keep you up the whole time. It's weird.
Must be
It's
some
just
crack cocaine in those
yeah,
nerds or something.
it's like crystal meth with candy shell. No, that's what I did on my trip from Hilton Head back to Albany last year. I was by myself, and everybody was concerned, family and stuff, like, oh, don't fall asleep at the wheel. And I remember when I went down with Salem the first year, he drove back home and from Myrtle Beach actually, and we spent like 2 states looking for Nerds. And he finally got him, and he was amped the rest of the trip. And I tried it on the way home from Hilton Head, and it works. It was funny. Just get them rainbow Nerds. That's it.
Rainbow Nerds. Wow.
And then if you want to stop for a bathroom, you can. If you want to make good time, just get a big old Gatorade bottle and just go right in your car. That's the trick.
You just wear diapers. I mean, diapers work.
No, when I was in the Navy, I used to come from Norfolk, Virginia all the time and come to Amsterdam where I lived and saw a former, girlfriend I was with at the time. And what I would do is I would just try to make the best time because it was about an 8.5 hour drive, but I tried to bang it out in like 6. So I would just leak in I would just take a leak while I'm driving right in the Gatorade bottle. And then when you get to New Jersey at the tolls, you just open it up and dump it in because that's as good as New Jersey. So it makes it look nicer. You just pour your urine right on the street, pay your toll, and keep going. That's the way you save a lot of time.
What if you have to poop?
Well, then you just hold it.
You just hold it. Yeah, put it back into hibernation.
Just squeeze it back in. But no, I actually everybody asks why I never fly, and it's like, first off, I hate flights. I hate flying. I hate planes. I just hate the feeling of being 7 miles in the air, and at any given time I could just drop. But when I drive, I love that. I just love that road. I just love the trip. So it's always just good to get out there, especially in October. By the time you leave, New York's kind of cold, and then by the time you hit like Virginia, you're in like 68, 75. So it's real nice.
It's awesome, man. We're renting a car. We're driving down, but we're gonna rent something so we don't put wear and tear on either of our cars. Get something from Enterprise. It's like $400 for the 7 nights. So it's not bad. Not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. I was thinking about that myself. This year, just getting like a van or something, just something comfortable. But I don't know. It just depends on if I have anybody with me.
Well, Johnny gonna ride down with you? What's his deal?
Well, I'm trying to I'm leaving the 10th of October. I'm going to be leaving maybe the 9th overnight. I like to drive overnight because there's no traffic. So I want to get there mad early because I take advantage of, that time. I don't want to stay in New York on a weekend when I could be in Hilton Head. So I try to leave about a week early and get down there. Sometimes I go to Myrtle Beach and hang out with my mom. And then it's about 3 hours from Myrtle Beach to Hilton Head. So I just make that trip on Wednesday and meet everybody at the house.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to go to Myrtle Beach yet or if I'm just going to go to Hilton Head and stay there.
All right. Well, speaking of Hilton Head, check it out.
That's it. Robert Trent Jones.
You want to go into it?
Yeah, I can't say. I was going to say something about the Van Patten yesterday. I played it, and I was, I don't know if it was the rain, but I got to make a contact this week to the shop, the pro shop there, the Poly Pro Shopper. I got to make sure that they make the greens a little quicker. It was like mashed potato greens yesterday, so I wasn't. Overall the course is in decent shape, but I think it might have been the rain, but hopefully I'll get it ready for the 2 days. So
yeah, make sure they speed them up.
Roll them up, yeah.
Roll them, rolling.
Yeah, I mean, we had like a 20-foot putt that we were taking almost full shoulder turns, and it was still a foot short.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts.
But overall, it's fine. I think we're going to be playing 1 through 18, so that's the goal. So hole 1 through 18 instead of 19 through 27. I was not really a fan of that one because it seems like it gets wet there.
Yeah.
That third 9 is always seems to be it's a kind of a weird layout in my opinion. They got like a bunch of lame holes in my opinion.
What's the new hole, the renovated hole coming up when you're coming in on the right hand side?
That's 7. That's
That's
number
7, right?
7. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
nice. It's a real
That is
nice
a
hole, that one now.
Yep. But all right, what tee boxes are A's playing from here at Robert
A's
Center?
are playing blues.
Blues. So they're playing with it's a 72.8 rating and a 137 slope.
Yeah, that's kind of in comparison to a course around here. That's probably what Saratoga National is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I played. We
Beautiful.
played this course last year in Champlain, and it's absolutely amazing. It's breathtaking. I mean, the picture that you see right there is actually the second hole I started to the bottom right. That's a par 5, and then you take that little U-shaped cart path to the left side, and then it's
Yep.
another big par 5, and then that little par 3 in the distance. That's 2 holes. I think that's number 10 that we're looking at on the right. But real nice course. The ocean is right behind there.
A lot of water, huh? A lot of water.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, from that picture, it looks like there's a creek that runs through it, just a little bit. Yeah,
Just a creek.
that hole to the right or the hole to the left side is a great par 4. Last year we played it all 3 days. It was just banged right in the wind. It's only about 380, but it played long. I had a driver and I hit a 5-iron, so it's a beast.
Speaking of beast, I do not want to be in this trap. That trap
Yeah,
looks like beast.
I was in that the second day, but it wasn't too bad because my drive wasn't the greatest on that one. I had a little cut, but you just hit about a 7-iron out of there. You got about a pitching wedge in. It's not too bad. The actual hardest part of that hole is the green because there to the left side it's like a pirate's bar, so you'll see it whoever's playing it on the left side. So there's mad people who sit on the deck and they're getting drunk and everything, and then they just kind of yell at you or laugh at you or if you have a bad shot. And then the green is very hilly, so you definitely going to want to be above the hole there.
Beautiful. All right, well, let's go into the actual course. This is 1 through 5 here, so it's gonna kind of keep rolling the way I did this. It's a little bit. I screen recorded it, so I got to kind of keep up with it. But then after the 5th hole, we could talk about it a little bit. So let's roll it.
All right. So it's a straightaway par 4, calls for an accurate tee shot. The approach shot is an elevated green, so use enough club to carry the large bunker guard on the left side. So this is actually a fun hole. There's a big tree on the right side of the fairway, so you just got to be straight off the tee.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward hole, not too bad, 361. Second hole is a lagoon crosses in front of the green. Big hitter should consider going with an iron off the tee. Left center of the fairway is your target here. I agree. It's definitely, as you can see in the image, it's a very tight, narrow tee shot. And then there's like a little big little pond right there. But everything rolls in if you're short. It's going to come back down into the water. Third on this short dog right par 4, position your tee shot to the left side of the bunker. The fairway narrows as you get closer to the green, so long drives can get you in trouble. This is a shorter one. You definitely want to be a little left fairway on this one. Pretty straight green. Number 4 is a good drive needed. If you're looking for a birdie, a solid second shot leaves you with a short iron approach to the green. 557 from the blues. It's pretty straightforward par 5. It's not too challenging, but as you can see, it's definitely a 3-shot hole there. The 5th hole is a par 3. Place center of the green to avoid the heavy bunker complex that surrounds the green. That bunker is deep on the right side, and you'll be happy with a bogey, but definitely go for par there. But it's not too bad, that one. I actually enjoy that par 3 because it's pretty easy, but you'll see when you're on the right side, that bunker is probably just about as tall as me. I stood in that bunker on the 3rd day, and they couldn't even see me.
Now, out of the first 5 holes, what do you think's the most challenging hole? Not necessarily rated the most challenging, but just from your experience.
Second hole is the toughest.
Okay. All right, so
Yeah, because you have that narrow gap from the tee shot. Because where we played the champs, I mean, we were in the tip, so it's a little bit more challenging of a shot. But I believe I hit a 3-iron last year and had about 145 yards. But one of the guys had a great drive right to the edge of that water, and he had a 58 degree he hit, and it just landed in front green, spun all the way back down into the water. So it's definitely one of those holes that you got to hit the green, or you're going to be in trouble if you're short.
Gotcha.
But it's tough.
All right, well, let's check out 6 through 9 here. 6 through 9.
6 through 9. So we got on the difficult par 4. Your tee shot should be left center to allow the best second shot angle. The approach is an elevated green and requires an extra club. That's actually a big hole, this one, par 4, 405 yards, but, pretty straight par 4. Seventh hole is don't underestimate the drive on the demanding par 4. Now is the time for a good tee shot from the back tees. You can carry the water, gets longer, further right you go. This one's actually a cool hole to look at. As you can see, there's bunkers literally on the entire left side, but this is where you want to play a little baby cut there. Eighth is a scenic par 3. There's a lot of water. This is actually a cool hole. It's a medium length from the regular tee. It's a testy from the back. The green is very shallow. That's actually a good one. The par 5 dog, 9th, around the lagoon and turn. The right side fairway bunker guards the lagoon. Avoid it with a straight tee shot. This is a short par 5. It's definitely gettable. Each day I had a guy in our group eagle that hole. I actually eagled it myself. So it's definitely, of course, when you eagle a hole, you're like, oh, yeah, that's great. No, there was 4 skins on that hole for eagle. So mine, I held it for a while until I think like the last 6 groups that played that hole, there was an eagle, so I was pretty upset.
There was a lot of water on those last few holes on that last stretch.
Yeah, if you go back and you pause it on that par 3, that par 3 is sick.
Let it go.
I believe it's number 8.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, like this one, this par 4 is a fun little straight par 4. It's not too challenging. I mean, it's set up just to hit a fairway. That's basically that one.
Yep.
But then, this
Seven's
is the
over water.
Yeah, 7, that is a big tee shot. It's intimidating, but it's not as bad. Like I tell you all the time, these computer animations seem worse. But the thing that can get you is that bunkers on the left side. You can go from one bunker to another before you even get to the green. This one is the par 3. I love this hole. Absolutely sweet. It's, very TPC sawgrass looking.
Love it. That's awesome.
And I think that's a 7 or a 6-iron, depending on the wind, because at this point you're getting closer to the ocean at this point. 9 is actually where I started last year, and number 8 is where I started last year. That was at par 3. I hit a 5-iron in and played about 190 and put it to about 35 feet to the left center and drilled the birdie putt. So that's how I started my round. So I was actually happy about that.
That's how you started your first day?
Yeah, the first hole. I was actually upset. When I first got the pairings the night before, I was still mad because I didn't want to start on that hole because it's just so damn long. You don't want to start your day hitting a 5-iron over a lagoon. And I just played center. I didn't even, because the pin was on the right side and it all slopes down towards the pin. So I thought maybe if I hit to the center, it would roll down. I just missed it and it stayed up on top of the hill. And I took the old flat stick out and drilled it dead center.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I was the leader for like 9 holes because number 9 is actually number 9 is a good par 5 because you definitely got to play it center because if you play it too far right, there's water. But I had an eagle putt on that hole and I just missed it so I was 3 under last year going into my first 3 holes. I went birdie, birdie, birdie.
That's awesome, man.
I felt good. And then that damn A-man corner after number 11, 12, and 13. We'll get to 13 because one of the first par 3 on the back 9, I have a story on that kind of pissed me off, but we'll get to that when we get there.
All right. Well, we could kind of go a little slower. I mean, we could always run this twice. So tell me what you got to tell me. Go into it if you got to. Let it run, and then we'll go.
So first par 3 on the back 9. We'll go to 10. So the straightaway par 5 signature hole. This is where the Pirates bar is in the big bunkers. The prevailing wind. It takes 3 solid shots to reach the green. Once you reach the putting surface, a breathtaking view of the ocean awaits. Literally, right when you're standing on the green, right behind you is the Atlantic Ocean, and it's the nice thing about this hole is that there's 2 things. If you get a if you get a downwind on that hole, you're going to just blast it off the tee. You'll have less than a 5-iron in, but if it's in your face, you're going to be hitting driver, 3-wood, and 8-iron. So
that's awesome, man. Yeah, this really looks like a nice hole. It really is. It's probably
it's real nice.
Is this one of the signature holes just because you got the ocean in the back?
Yeah, this is where we're getting in that picture you sent earlier. This is number 10. That other one is 9, and then we're coming back on the next hole. Number 11 is that par 4 that usually plays in the wind in your face right here. It generally plays downwind, but that's a lie. The tee shot needs to be straight as the lagoon sneaks into play to the right side. Any approach that slides will most likely go into the water. Yeah, what was it? Number 11.
Yeah, let it roll through. Let it roll through again. Man, it looks tough though. It looks like a tough freaking course.
That one's not tough. That fairway is actually I think it's like 80 yards from left to right. It's a huge fairway.
All right, here comes 11. So now we're back onto the par 4. Oh, you did the par 4 already.
Yeah, number 11 we already did. It's a good hole. I mean, you can definitely hit driver. The only thing is that the left side is like a marsh area, so you don't want to pull one left. You'll be toast. It brings you to the tee box on 12. Number 12 is actually not the hole. The other one is the back. This is actually over the water, as you can see, deep bunker to the left side. It only plays 150, but it's a good par 3. And then the proper strategy.
Is that the one that you had the story on, or?
No, it's the second one. I forgot about that one, but that's a pretty straightforward hole. But the pin placement can be deadly on the 12th hole.
All right, so now through 10 these last few holes. What's another tough, challenging hole? Is it this one going into the wind, or is
I would say 11 is probably the harder of the 3 from 10 through 12 because of the fact that left side is dead, right side is deep grass, and then the green is very narrow.
Gotcha.
In my opinion. So when you look at it from the fairway or the rough, your second shot, you're looking at a small green from visually. And then this one, obviously, it's just there's water all to the right side. This one, in my opinion, plays like a 17 at Half Moon, number 12. And then this one looks bad on paper or on the video, but it's pretty straightforward. You just bang a driver out there, and you'll have less than a pitching wedge in.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Just don't be in that left bunker or you're going to not be able to see the green. And then number 14, the straight dog right, has water that parallels the entire length of the fairway. The green is so deep, correct club should be the approach is important. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the harder 3 courses on the actual Atlantic Dunes track. So that's one of those where, you have to have a good tee shot because there's a lot of weird stuff on the left side that can mess your score up bad. I saw a guy in our group shoot a 9. Because he leaked 3 off the tee and into the woods to the left side. It's very narrow.
There's water too, right? On the one side.
Yeah, on the right side. So the right side. There's water too. So it's like, you try to play like a little, straight shot, or you try to lay up with an iron, but you can't there because it was, I believe, 412. So it's still a long hole.
All right. Well, let's go on to the last few. We're coming down the final stretch.
Yeah, we got 15 is a good par 5, straight par 5, out of bounds left, water right, avoid the bunkers. You should have an easy approach for your third. Longer headers can reach the green in 2. I agree. You definitely can get up there in 2. It's pretty straightforward. Usually it has good favorable wind on that hole every time I played it.
Nice.
The trees block it out.
You gotta go for it, man. If you could get there, score when you can.
Yeah, you could just bang a drive to that left side, and there's a little hill there that just shoots the ball probably another 30 yards if you hit it right. You just definitely have.
Don't put in those bunkers on the left. That's all.
That's it. Don't put them in any bunkers. 14 or the 16th, to place your tee shot to the center to avoid the fairway bunker on the right side. The elevated green may cause you to come up short. So. That is this is the hole that pissed me off, 17. 17.
All right, well, let's let it get back to there. I'm rewinding it for you because I got to hear this story, brother. I'm sure it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. So when we're coming into 17th hole, it's a par 3, and it's not long. I played a 7-iron. We'll get to it in a second, but there's bunkers on the left side. So I hit my 7-iron. It drew a little bit. It hits the bunker. I see the go into the bunker, and I see it roll down to the center. I'm thinking, it's fine. And then sure enough, right, this one right here, I get up to the bunker. I can't find my ball. I have no idea. That left bunker. I'm just sitting there like confused on what just happened. There was people who were actually outside of the house on the left side. They were out in the yard, and I asked him, I said, did this ball bounce out? And he goes, no, it landed in the bunker. I couldn't find it. So I had to go back. Yeah, I had to go back into the now at this point I'm even par and I'm feeling good. And I get up to re-tee, hit my 7-iron again, and hitting that same bunker, and couldn't find it again. I could not believe it. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Twice?
No, twice. Yes, twice. And then finally, as I'm driving, turning around, I'm heated. And one of the guys in the group, he goes, oh, are you playing Callaway? And I said, yeah, I hit a 4 first, and now I'm playing a 2. And he's like, well, here's your 2. Well, apparently it landed into a like a little weird ant thing. I don't know what it was, but we ended up getting relief from it because we called Dennis, and he said, yeah, that's fine. And then I ended up walking out with a 6 on that hole, though, because I was just already frustrated.
Wow.
So I went from even to +3, and that's kind of how, because we got to remember I started on number 8, so at this point I'm only 9 holes in.
Yeah,
9 holes in, so I was feeling fine after even par after 9, but that par 3 angered my day the first day.
All right, so just don't hit it in the bunker on the left side of that par 3 on 17 because you just might lose the ball in an ant hole.
Yeah, it was terrible. And then number 18 is actually demanding shot off the tee. It's actually it's not really long. You don't have a lot of room off your tee shot. It's kind of a weird hole, so you definitely got to play something that plays the left side, because if you play something short like a 5-iron or a 3-wood, you can very well have 190 into that. And basically it's green and then cart path right behind the green. So, I've seen guys in my group overhit the green, hit the cart path, gone. OB.
Ugh. OB is the worst.
It is, especially when you hit one in the middle of the fairway and, you hit a shot by just a few feet, and it hits the back of the green and rolls over the cart path right into the grass.
Nothing is
and
worse.
You just can't find it.
Ugh. So next week, Adam, I have an even better idea. I am going to, instead of having you try to read that super fast the way you were, because I know that was tough, I'm going to just snap each picture individually, and I'll put it up here like this. So you can just look at, I'll just put it up like this, and you just read it. And then, you know what I mean? I'll just, because there's images and then there's videos, and I had them in as videos, and I could see you were struggling trying to keep up. I mean, reading super mega speed. You did good.
That's
though.
it.
You did good.
Super mega.
Job,
that's
man.
it.
Good job, man.
I went to a private school, so I could read fast.
You definitely read it fast.
Man. No, Atlantic. The Robert Trent Jones course that we just read is phenomenal. I mean, whoever the A-Flight guys that are playing with Gaki and hopefully Tom Mayone and Dave Kooks, those guys are going to love that course. It's probably by far the top, besides Atlantic Dunes and Harbortown. Obviously, it's in the top 3 courses, so you're getting the money's worth out of those. And I think that B plays there also. I think, I'm not sure actually. Maybe they don't. I have to look at the schedule again.
Is Sea Flake getting the shaft this year? I feel like we're getting the shitty courses. No,
Oyster Reef is real nice, and then Hampton Hall is a private course.
Oh, Hampton Hall is private?
I believe, yeah. That's where the champ played. That's the course that the first year, 3 years ago, the champ flight guy went like 15 under and won.
Oh, wow.
So it's probably not too challenging, especially since 3 under won last year.
Nice. Where do we eat again? What's the course we go eat at?
Arthur Hills, Palmetto Dunes is where the skins game is, and that's where the registration is, and all the food after every round.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I think after this episode, I'm going to go on and check out that skins match and probably sign up. Might as well.
Yeah, the skins ground is actually, I'm excited for it this year because for years they've been doing that Dolphin Head. And, it just, the dolphin uses too much teeth when it gives head. So I, no, it's kind of I don't know if Hilton had a dump course, it would be Dolphin Head in my opinion. Even though Dolphin Head is probably as nice as courses around here like McGregor or Norman Side in my opinion, but down there it was just I don't know. It was just something about it that I think people got sick of it, and that's why they're bringing it to the Arthur Hills this year, where the registration is. I heard it's real nice. I know D-Flight played it last year, for one of the rounds that they played it, and it'd be nice to have a new course too for the skins game. And hopefully one of us gets one of them skins because it could be a lot of money.
Absolutely, man. I hope one of us does something down there, man. I think we have a good
Yeah.
shot. I think
Nobody's won a skin yet in the New York Upstate Tour, sadly.
Well, it's time to change that.
Yeah, you got to get that eagle or, birdie a hole that sometimes you just birdie a hole and you think it's going to not hold, and it will. Like a par 3 last year in one of the flights in Champ Flight, held.
I'm getting a hole in one, bro. That's going to hold.
If you get a hole in one, then you'll probably be fine. But then again, I also have a time where I hit a hole in one in a big tournament and didn't win a skin on it. So it could happen.
That's sick.
I was heated. As at the end of the round, the guy's like, we have one skin. I'm like, oh yeah, here it is. He goes, we have an eagle on par 5. I'm like, wait, what? And I get up there and I said, I had a hole in one. He goes, yeah, congrats. So did another guy. And I was like, get out.
That's absolutely insane.
Like, are you kidding me?
The odds are so against that. That's absolutely nuts.
That's crazy. But it's a great course. The Robert Trent Jones. It's going to be a good test for our A-Flight guys for sure. I definitely recommend if you can get out there early and play that one, you definitely want to check it out because, like I said, the water is littered, the bunkers, and just the demanding tee shots. Sometimes you want to find yourself in the right spot on that course because it can eat you up.
What's the other A course? What are we going to do next?
The other A course is Arthur Hills, I believe.
All right, so I'll start downloading some Arthur Hills on my computer so we could go over that next time.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is. Arthur Hills, Palmetto Dunes, where we have the tour registration and so forth. They'll have the live podcast going themselves for the Golfweek Tour. When you register, they're on the table there. They got great gift bags. It's fun.
Cool, man.
They got a good pro shop there. It's a nice area, that course.
I'll have to talk to those podcast guys and pick their brain a little bit. Maybe I could get them on our podcast and we could do a little collab. I think that would actually be a good idea.
Yeah, they're nice guys that run it. Obviously, you can go into the bottom of our page and listen to it on the Golfweek Am Tour. Right on the bottom, you can just click the image, and they have some good information on the tour and whatnot. So they do a good job, just helping everybody see what's going on nationally for the tour, just like we do, for our region.
Yep, absolutely, man. All right, so next week we'll have a recap of Airway Meadows, and we will break down Arthur Hills.
That's it. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to Nationals. Again, I'm going to stress this. I think we're at 110 or 111 now in D-Flight out of 128. So there's a couple of guys that I've heard that are going, and they're not even anywhere near that list. I'm not going to mention any names, Adam Miller, but, definitely sign up. You have to, or you're going to be not going. Or you're going to have to go to C-Flight if worst case scenario. So I think right now we have Francis Riley, DeBell, A-Trell, and Johnny so far signed up in D-Flight, and Mike.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, how many guys? We got me, Ed.
You, Ed, Rob Lee.
Yep.
Dave Sherman.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have Don. You're gonna have Don Frame. He hasn't signed up yet, but I know he'll be going for sure. So I believe we have 18 so far total in New York that signed up already, which is 3 better than we had in the last 2 years going down to Hilton Head. So that's awesome to see. I'm hoping to get 25 or so that can represent New York, and I really think that this year one of us is going to win it. In my opinion,
I think hopefully it's going to come out of A-Flight though. I mean, nothing against you, but I have I don't know. I have a funny feeling about Will Gocke this year. He's
Well, I
the
mean,
kids.
you got Will Gocke, you got Tom Mayone if he goes.
Oh
Tom
yeah.
Mayone, if you're listening to this, make sure you sign up because we need you out there. And then he's got to play Van Patten, obviously, to get them 4 rounds. But I also think David could do some damage. He actually is not bad at all. He's consistent. The only thing I fear is his distance may not be as long, but again, pars there will win the tournament. I'm going to say probably for A flight plus 12 to 15 will win the tournament for the 3 days.
What do you think will win it for Sea Flight?
Sea flight probably 26.
What is that, like 80, low 80s each round?
Basically, yeah, you're going to have to pretty much, I don't know, maybe not. It could be a little bit more, but I think if you shoot 84 to 87 consistently each day, you're going to be right there in contention, if not winning it. And D flight, obviously, you're going to have to keep it below 90, 91.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
And then champ flight, you basically got to suck the devil's wing, and hopefully you just put three rounds together. Which, for me and Kevin, I think Kevin and I are the only ones signed up for champ flight, and both of us are pretty solid. But I know Kevin struggles with the putter, and that's one thing that he's working on. But for me, if I know for my fact, if I can get off the tee and put myself in fairways and hit long like I have been with that old Callaway Smoke and hitting my draw now that I've been working on, when you get an iron in my hand, I'm pretty solid with that. So I feel confident with that. So I think I can get in the top 30 this year. That's the goal. Even the top 15. If I win it, that means obviously I played 3 and hell of a weekend. Because I think that champ flight you're going to see with Atlantic Dunes, probably 2 under to +2 is going to win for champ this year. I think that it's a little bit challenging.
Well, I think you got it, bro. Going with
I'm
a
going to
chip on
try.
your shoulder. You got it, buddy. You got it.
But I would love to see let's just us sweep. But
oh yeah, right. Now you're talking.
That's it. They'll be wondering where we learn to count. But no, I think you have a shot. I think a lot of guys, Ed Vanaka, he could play solid. I think Atrell and Johnny. I mean, Johnny's been playing well. Atrell's been playing well. Dave Sherman, he can put up a low number as we saw at Highland. There's a lot of guys. I think Don Frame, I played with him yesterday, and he was good. He was playing well. The guy's got a short game. Unfortunately for Don, I think his age is going to not allow him to bang it out 260 off the tee, but. I think he can make some noise. Rob Lee. So even Mike, I'd love to see Mike do really well too.
Mike, listen, if he plays a course that plays to his style, his short game he was on fire the other day putting. He had a birdie yesterday at Mount Anthony. He had 2 really long par putts. Yeah, I put the birdie on. I put the birdie is on my Instagram. He had a really nice. It was on a par 3. It was the first par 3 along the water at Mount Anthony.
Oh, nice.
He put it to like 6 feet and then drained the birdie putt.
Yeah, I saw that. But there's even Brett Varney. He signed up. He's in C flight. I think he can. I think he can win. And then Gio and Shannon. Shannon played yesterday and shot a 77. So obviously he's Van Patten, so he can do some damage.
He definitely can.
Gio, we haven't seen him in a few weeks, but I know he's been busy. But he's got some talent to get that W too. For him, he just got to keep his his head focused, and I think he'll be fine. But I think this year we got a lot of solid guys that are coming down and ready and practicing and getting ready for what's to come. So I'm excited for seeing the results after day 2 and who's going to be in the mix.
What's the official? I'm looking at the official countdown now. We're at today's the 2nd, so it's about 30.
About a month and a half.
45 days, about 45, 50 days.
Yeah, about a month and a half. Yeah, and also one thing to make mention about Hilton Head before we close is that obviously they have the skins game, but then they also have a 2-man challenge. So if you guys want to get a partner, they take your scores collectively, and they do some nice prizes for anyone who wins. For the total. So it's always a fun little thing that they do with that.
What's the extra buy-in for that? Like if I and you have to get in with somebody in your flight, correct?
I think it's $100 per team, so it's $50 a man.
Okay, that's really not
Yeah,
bad.
it's not bad at all. I mean, it's good to have somebody that can play pretty well. I think that Gio and Shannon teamed up from all I know on that 2-man challenge. I'm probably going to see if Kevin wants to do it with myself, but
I might
no, it's
ask.
just another thing that they do. I know the tour directors this year are going to be doing a little competition between us, and we're going to be doing that, talking about that Wednesday at the tour directors meeting. But we got a little bit of money on that one. The tour director challenge.
Nice. Yeah, I might ask one of the guys. I mean, why not? For $50 a person, take a shot.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it just gives you something else to look for at the end of the tournament and see where you stand.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Well, with that said, you got anything else for the guys?
No, just get registered for Airway Meadows and Van Patten coming up. Like I said, Van Patten, we're going to get them going for the 2-day, and then the raffles and stuff. Keep an eye out for those as we're posting those on Facebook. Congratulations to Shannon, who won the raffle one of Labor Day, and then the second one was Steve Hanu, and then the third one was Tom Mayone, Poly Pro Shop. So that's great prizes. I mean, a putter and a free round to the 2-day there. That was we got one going on now, but as you and I talk, I'm going to try to keep those going periodically and get them at a low price so everybody can save a little dime and get some awesome stuff like memberships or entries and even national championship next year and some putters. And who knows, you might even see a Callaway Smoke up there or a QI10 driver. You never know.
Yeah, man. We'll mix it up. A lot of big things coming. That's for damn sure.
That's it. Big things. So, thanks again for, all those who played this year and for you guys helping out with the podcast and everything that you guys do behind the scenes for us to make us look better. And, like I said, let's finish strong. Let's enjoy the rest of what we have. And, like I said, if you need any questions or any help with your golf game, reach out to somebody and we'll try to hook you guys up with some tips.
Nice, man. Yeah, and to all the guys that listen, number one, I really appreciate you. Number two, I really hope you all can make the 2-day event because I made a little something special for everybody. So hopefully you can all make. We have a little party. We're gonna hopefully get a TV or a projector screen in there, and we're gonna run. I've been working really hard on this. Adam knows, and I'm excited to show you. So hopefully everybody, even if you don't make the 2-day, maybe come for the after party and just come hang out for a little bit and have
I mean, obviously, I wish that everybody could make nationals. I know everybody's schedule doesn't work or budget doesn't work yet, but come out and support those who are going and play your last round of the year for our New York Upstate and play the 2-day and enjoy something afterwards and get us ready to go and hyped up for hopefully seeing one of our ugly faces on the website after October 20th.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But all right, man. With that said, I appreciate everybody tuning in to another Golfweek Spotlight on the Upstate Golf Guys podcast. Have a good night, Adam. Have a good night.
Hey, you too, man.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.